The largest heist of 2025. October 19, 2025. The day history went bye-bye in 8 minutes. In the heart of Paris, the Louvre Museum, home to the Mona Lisa and France's crown jewels, was robbed in broad daylight. No shots fired. No chase. Just a gang of robbers who seemed to pop up and then vanish into thin air. This is the story of the biggest heist of 2025. A serene Sunday morn, Paris stirred sluggishly. The cafes opened up, and the Seine sparkled in the chill autumn sun. In one of the world's safest museums, the Louvre, business as usual. Tourists had already begun queuing, eager to admire centuries of masterpieces and treasures. But at 9:30 a.m., it was shattered forever. Security patrols noticed something amiss, a quiet alarm flickering on their monitors. Within minutes, chaos had broken out. Irreplaceable royal jewels were stolen. What detectives subsequently discovered was ingenious and chillingly simple. An electric ladder, mounted on a truck, had been parked outside the museum, disguised as routine maintenance equipment. 4 men, posing as workers, climbed up to reach a second-floor window of the Galerie d'Apollon, the room holding France's royal crowns. They used drills to smash through the window. They moved with military precision once inside. No brutality, no unnecessary time wasted. They had a destination in mind and goods in mind to steal. Their reward, the French royal and imperial jewels once belonging to queens and empresses. In a matter of 7 minutes, the thieves smashed open 2 glass cases clad in steel and stole 8 priceless items. Among them, the diamond-encrusted tiara of Queen Marie Amélie, emerald necklaces worn by Empress Marie-Louise, and the crown of Empress Eugénie, which glittered with more than 1,000 diamonds and 50 emeralds. One of them actually lost one while getting away. The crown of Eugénie was afterward discovered lying outside the window, half buried in shattered glass. The entire heist took less than 8 minutes. 2 scooters whizzed away from the scene, witnesses said, and that was it. Police found the thieves had already blended into Paris traffic when they arrived. Alarms were sounded too late, and guards at the Louvre were still closing up the galleries. It was as if the robbers planned the route months in advance. Every corner, every second worked out to the minute. Word got around in an hour. Louvre Museum robbed, rolled across TV screens and mobile devices worldwide. Social networks went into overdrive. How was one of the world's most secure museums, the very fortress that had held the Mona Lisa captive, so brazenly entered? The value of the loot gemstones was estimated at 88 million euros, approximately $102 million, but the theft was not just in dollars. These were icons of French history, clothing that was worn by monarchs and passed down centuries. That evening, the French culture minister termed it an attack on our common heritage. There were hundreds of police deployed. Interpol was involved, and Paris was on high alert. Forensic teams cleared the gallery of fingerprints and DNA. The thieves left nothing behind, just shards of glass and the abandoned crown. The latter truck was followed by detectives, but it had been left and set alight some hours later. Men in yellow vests and helmets, their faces covered, were caught on camera. Police now believe that they must have had inside help, blueprints, schedules, perhaps help from a contractor who knew the Louvre's weak points. Behind the closed doors of interviews, museum staff sheepishly confessed something spooky. They had been warning for months about understaffing and antiquated surveillance equipment. And thieves, their identities unknown, had clearly heard them. Within a week, by October 21st, a massive manhunt had begun. Roadblocks had been set up all over Paris, and customs officials were directed to inspect cargo shipments of antique jewelry. Experts warned that separating the jewels would destroy their historic value, but selling them in their intact form would be all but impossible. Some believed they were already hidden away in private collections, sold on the black market, or dissolved into gold in a matter of hours following the heist. Interpol dubbed the case the Lure of Eight. There were tips from Belgium, Italy, and even the Middle East, but they went nowhere. The stolen jewels still cannot be found to this day. When the Louvre reopened a few days later, tourists walked by sealed Galerie d'Apollon in silence. Empty cases glinted under police lights. The robbery reignited discussion about security, budgets, and technology. Might it have been prevented? The museum promised improvements, but the questions remain: how did 4 men in 8 minutes outsmart one of the most secure buildings in the world? It is seen by some as a failure of the system. by others as proof that even in the era of AI and cameras, human cunning is still supreme. October 19th, 2025, the day Paris discovered that even the Louvre, symbol of human greatness, could be taken during the day. In the space of 8 minutes, centuries disappeared, and the world was reminded that treasures, however well protected, are never secure. Not only is the issue of who took them, but whether or not they were ever meant to be found.